Hello guys, and welcome home. It is not Fashion Friday, something a little different, but you know, before I get into the grit of it, if you like that, little warm welcome, that was for returning subscribers. You know how it is. The people who have a room here, the people who never miss when I call home. In this case, it was a dinner bell. And if you want that to be you, that is no problem because there is always room for one more in this house. So, subscribe. I also have a TikTok and an Instagram. I've been trying to post more on my Instagram. I feel like I'm about to be having some fun with it. So if you like fun, then possibly my Instagram and TikTok are also little places for you to be. But anyways, we are not just here to plug. We are here to cook. We are here to chef, okay? I pride myself on being a den mother to my loyal subscribers. This isn't a house for no reason, right? Now, do den mothers always have to cook? No, but I like to, I like to toot my own horn. I want you guys to know that I am a chef. A chef. Who was I trained by? I was trained, I'm a professional. Let's not get it twisted out here. Chef Boyardee himself. It was honestly a learning time in my life. I learned a lot under his tutelage, and I'm just very excited to show it off here. I don't like to name drop, but I figure I can't say I'm qualified without saying how. I don't want to be all talk and no walk. I do a lot of walking. It's good for you, and I recommend it. But anyways, what are we cooking? I couldn't just, show up in the kitchen and cook, cause could be boring. So we are doing Little Debbie's. I'm getting ahead of myself. I am. I'm cooking, but I don't have a recipe. I'm just looking at the picture or the item, and I'm just gonna use my chef skills that I have a lot of, and my detective skills, which I also have a lot of, to figure out how it was made, and then do the dang thing myself. So I kind of already spoiled it, but this is the first time, so I didn't want to go too crazy with it. So I'm doing Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pies. I want to get the exact name right. These little guys have like the cream filling, right? So these are technically my sister's, and she does not want to share, so I will not be eating it to get the taste. So I'm just going off of childhood memory. I literally haven't eaten these since I was a kid, so that's a little extra bonus for you. But yeah, from the name, it's oatmeal cookie and some type of cream filling. Okay, so that being said, let me show you what I'm working with, and then I'll run you through my game plan, and how I piece this all together. I want to just start off. I'm on a budget out here, so 100%. I just wasn't gonna buy certain things, and my sister is not a baker, so there is just some stuff that she just doesn't have, and also some stuff I again don't have a recipe. I baked a lot, but I don't remember stuff. So do I know basic how to make a cookie? I'm telling myself yes, but we're gonna find out based off of what my ingredients are and how this cookie turns out. I'm gonna do a comparison, an actual oatmeal cookie recipe versus what I'm going with, right? But yeah, also it's nerve-wracking because I'll say oh yes, I need this, and then I start thinking of every single time I ever made a cookie, and I'm like, okay, but do you actually? That's why we're gonna start with oil, because I don't know. Here's the thing, when you use cookie mixes, I swear you put oil and milk. Or is that a different mix? Or is that pancake mix? You see what I'm saying? I have zero recollection of ever doing anything ever involving cookies. So I'm only gonna put a little bit of oil because I'm scared. I just don't know. Or maybe I won't. But the point is, I'm nervous if you couldn't tell. But okay, oil maybe. Technically you need like butter, like real butter, but I only have margarine because I didn't want to buy real butter. Flour. I don't, look, all she has is baking soda, and I didn't want to buy baking powder, but I swear they're basically the same thing. And on it, look, it has cookies on it, and I'm making cookies, so I'm gonna assume that it's fine. Egg, because I know you have to cream the butter and sugar. And that brings me to my next part, is that she does not have sugar. So I was not about to buy sugar. So, and she also doesn't have oats, but she did have oatmeal. So this is where my chef skills come in, right? And also my detectiving, because I had to detective together a cookie recipe from memory. It's Quaker. Oh, should I name drop? Oops. Oatmeal. It's oatmeal, maple and brown sugar from Schmaker. Sorry. But that's where I'm gonna get my oats, and also the sugar, because there's definitely sugar in here. So I'm gonna try and like separate it somehow, because I'm only trying to make like the smallest amount I possibly can. So I might just end up with some spare oatmeal to eat after, because I'm gonna try and separate the oatmeal from the sugar, because I think I'm gonna end up needing more sugar than actual oatmeal. So I'm also gonna need, oh, I have salt, I need salt. For the cream part. Now this is where I kind of took some leeway, because she does not have like a mixer. So when they said cream, I was thinking kind of like a whipped cream, but I didn't want to cheat and just get it from the store. So I did cream cheese. So I kind of took a bit of leeway. However, they didn't not say that, but they also didn't say that, right? So anyways, I got cream cheese. And it's gonna be like kind of hard, but I have milk, and I don't know how much milk is actually gonna soften it really. So I do have cream cheese just in case too. But I'm also gonna need sugar for the filling so it doesn't taste bad. And yeah, sugar for the actual cookie. And do you put milk in a cookie? Like, is it milk or oil? Do you do both, or is it one or the other? Like, I really don't know. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of both and hope for the best. But anyways, yeah. So that's my cookie recipe. I'm gonna do like a comparison of like what I'm doing for my cookie versus what actually is, and what you would do like for the cream versus what they actually are. And yeah. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is you have to cream the, what is it, the butter and the butter and the sugar, but I don't have sugar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like try and get the sugar into this bowl and like use a sifter. Like, I'm just gonna open the oatmeal pack over this and then hope I can get it to go through the little holes. So the oatmeal stays on top, but the sugar goes in here. So yeah, we'll try. Something is definitely coming out, and I'm just going to, for my sake, assume it's sugar. And this is my process. This is the oats. I'm just gonna kind of like shake them around, get the dust off, and then put them in my other bowl and not make a mess that I just did. But anyways, let's keep going. So I really am only just trying to make like 2 cookies, hopefully, one for the top, one for the bottom. So this is how much sugar I ended up with. I honestly think it's quite a bit, but worst comes to worst, I do have another oatmeal packet, and then this is how many oats I ended up with, like not a lot. However, when you look in the cookie, like I didn't even know this was supposed to be an oatmeal cookie. So I think it's fine that I don't have like the most amount of oats. Anyways, we have our sugar, so now we can finally do the actual first step, which is creaming which is in our case margarine and sugar together. Is 1 egg like, okay, look at how much egg that is. Let me mix it. I'm gonna use a knife, like you know how they do like with biscuits. See, I know how to cook. I make biscuits. I'm gonna do that when I cream it, because I don't have a mixer, and I've done it by hand, but I've used like the little flat spatula thingy, and I don't have one of those. Because if you want a good cookie, the smoother you get. Why am I doing the egg? And I just realized, why am I doing the egg? I was supposed to do the margarine and the sugar. Uh, it's honestly not a problem, but there's just not a lot of bowls. Anyways, okay. Well, that's okay. Let me just really look at this egg. This is, I'll put it in a cup. How much egg we have. That's genius. I'll just put it in a cup and then pour some in if it's too much. I'll just pour little by little. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my egg in a cup, and that way I can just like pour in however much I think, because I don't want an egg cookie. I don't know, is that a thing? Anyways, for the actual real first step, butter. That's how much I put so far. I don't know. I am stressing. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna trust my gut. A real chef handles the pressure, and that's what I am, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm making one freaking cookie, like technically two cookies. So that's how much I'm using, how much butter. I think that's a great amount. I swear there's recipes for one cookie. However, I can't even remember the recipe for just cookies in general. This is my sugar coming in. I want to save some of it for the thing. And also, see, here's the thing. I don't want it to taste the exact same as the filling. So I'm trying to like, see what she has. I thought she had cinnamon, but she doesn't. But what if it's like a spice cookie? You can put cumin. I swear, like, maybe not. Okay, I'll just put a little. Oh, this could taste bad because I put fucking cumin in my cookie. But it's like a spice, like an oatmeal spice cookie, you know? I don't even know what I know. So, anyways, I'll just put it on there. And now we cream. This is what it looks like. Like, it looks like normal creamed butter for a thing. So, and it smells like butter. You know, I'll put a little more. I'm worried that it's not gonna be like good. I'll put a little more. And I have a lot. Like I'm not gonna put that much in the cream filling. Maybe the cumin's actually gonna be a nice touch, and we all just learned a new recipe. You're supposed to do all the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients, but I don't want to add the egg before I know how much flour I would put in because it's a guessing game. And also, I'm not using measurements, if you haven't noticed, because I don't even know the regular recipe, so it's not even like I could do the math and be like, okay, normal amount makes with 6 cookies, and then if I divide no, because I don't know. So, I already feel like it's gonna be a lot. Okay, we're just gonna put that much. The thing is, I do remember like the consistency, so I think that is what's gonna save me, hopefully, is that I remember what it's supposed to look like. I don't know, I feel like it's like I'm watching myself go insane and I'm slowly realizing that maybe I can't trust myself. I'm becoming my own unreliable narrator. I can't. With my cumin cookies. Okay, I'll put a bit more and then I'll do. Need a little bit of salt. Add our salt. I feel like I just want you guys to get used to my head being cut off because I need to maybe get like a taller tripod and I'm tall, you know, but that's okay. There's a lot of interesting stuff. I don't want them to be salty, but this is how much salt I have. Okay, I'll put a little more. I swear in the recipe it's like 1 teaspoon of salt. But I'm gonna put that much in mine. Okay, and now I think we need this. You need some drop of baking something so it rises. I know that much. And this has a cookie on it, so unless they like lied to me, or I'm lying to myself, to be honest. Why am I trying to blame Arm & Hammer for tricking me by putting a cookie on there? Okay. And that's how much baking soda. After this video, I'm about to look up what the difference between baking soda and baking powder is because I've been saying they're the same, but honestly, I've just been saying that because I truly don't know. Okay, no, this looks like a cookie dough. Actually, I think I cracked the code and I should stop being nervous. Look at that, right? An actual baker's probably crying. And we're gonna put our oats. I don't want to put too many. I mean, they don't really even have a lot of oats in there. That's my oats in it. Oh, these are oatmeal cookies. It smells good, I think, but it also just smells a lot like butter. This might be a very tiny cookie. I think I'm realizing that now. That's okay. Okay, here's the thing about the oil. I still am so unsure, but I don't want to not. So I'm literally just putting 1 capful. So that way, like, it's there, you know, like whatever maybe needs to like activate something. I don't know. Putting the tiniest amount of egg. This is the egg in there and a little bit of oil. And I swear you need milk and cookies. But I'm using oat milk. It's a double oat cookie. A double oat human cookie. Okay. I always add too much liquid. And then it's like a disaster. So I'm only putting a little bit and then it's too much. What did I just say? What did I just say? Look at this. It went from a lovely cookie texture to it's literally like a, it honestly is not hard to fix. I'll just put a little bit more flour. And then I'm gonna leave it. Like, this is my cookie. Oh, fuck. I mean, frick. Can I think I put too much flour too. Oh, maybe not. I lied, I spoke too soon. We'll throw in some more oats to really soak up that extraness. I didn't show how much flour I put, but that was open. Let me close it. I see how much that all is extra flour I had to take out. So if that is how you know I put too much. Okay, and we're mixing. This is what it looks like so far. I'm still mixing in the extra flour and oats I put. But I think I did it. I really do think this is a cookie dough. Look at that cookie. Like, I feel like I'll shape it and it's like staying, right? Like Dairy Queen. My face every time I look under. Very funny. Okay, but that's a cookie. You know what this is? A cookie. Okay, so now I'm going to put the oven on to preheat and then get the pan ready to go and we'll shape our masterpieces. So those are the cookies. I don't know how I got this one so round and this one isn't, but it is what it is. Okay, so the cookies are in the oven, 350 degrees. I put a timer for 10 minutes. I think there's like about 6 minutes left. But in the meantime, we're gonna start the icing. Look at this. Sitting in her fridge. And I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. Because I'm committed to my craft, okay? So anyways, it's hard. So I'm just gonna put it in the microwave for a little to soften it up. If I had to put more planning into this, I would have already had it out. I don't really know. I don't think I opened this right. Anyways, I would have already had it out to be nice and soft. But that's life, you know. As a chef, you're gonna learn that sometimes your cream cheese is still gonna be hard, you know? And I could cry about it, or I could do what I gotta do to make the cream cheese soft. And I feel like that's very relevant to what's going on today. A lot of people are getting dealt very hard bricks of cream cheese, and they want soft cream cheese, you know? So we just gotta do, even if you have to leave it to sit out in the sun, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get that cream cheese soft. So you can make cookies, and once again, I just don't know how much to make. I'm starting to realize, actually I lied. Before, I would say I've grown in this video. It's honestly not that long, but I'm bad. I don't know how to say this with my eyes, just like don't like the sizes of things, like I can't tell. Like when people will tell me their height or like how far an object is away from me sometimes, like I'm not always the best judge of things like that. So especially when it comes to like flour, like to you guys would have been like, oh, maybe that's the perfect amount. It was a good amount, obviously, because I did end up with just the 2 cookies. But to me, I'm like, I thought it was way too much. I already thought it was way too much until I actually had like the finished amount of dough, and I was like, okay, never mind, this is perfect. But I just mean to say that like I just, maybe y'all look at this and you're like, this is the perfect amount for your 1 cookie, and I'm over here like, is it though? Is it not enough? Did I already put too much? Like, I don't know. Maybe everyone's like that. I don't know, because my mom, like, she can just look at something and she'll know. She's like, that's too much flour. That's too much of this. So maybe it's like a mom thing, or maybe it's a me thing. Who knows? But we'll start with this. I'm just going to warm it up for 30 seconds. That's for 30 seconds. Do you hear that? That was sizzling. Maybe I shouldn't have put... When you take hot things out the microwave, do not put your face that close to it, because that could have bubbled up and definitely like hit me in the face. So, but it's the perfect texture. So if you ever want soft cream cheese to like spread on your bagel or something, see, this is what happens when you watch my channel. You learn the right microwave time. For that specific amount of cream cheese, I feel like if it was larger, then maybe that would not be enough time. Is that enough though? It has to go in between 2. I don't know, they kind of skimp with theirs. Like I said, like you can't even see it. But you know, this is kind of like my house and my recipe. So maybe I want to be nice and put more. Little Debbie's, I know you have the money. I'm not trying to icing shame. I'm not trying to cream shame. But I also just feel like you could put a little more. So I'm going to put more. Ta-da! So I feel like it's a good texture. But we're still going to put some milk. Oopsie. This is what it kind of looks like. Oh, the outside bowl's kind of hot. See? I think I might have put too much. But I can always put sour cream to like, I don't know. Let me like whip it. And you do this to aerate the cream cheese. Okay, now to put our salt. Is that too much? I'm asking you like you can answer. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I was saying yeah, that's too much or yeah, that's fine. This is our leftover sugar. I'm not gonna put all of it. Look at this salt covered spoon. Okay. That's how much I put in. This is something I can actually taste beforehand. I thought about eating the cookie dough before. However, I truly believe that I could give myself salmonella eating that dough raw. Okay, this is what it looks like. Honestly, not much change in color, but that's fine because the icing in there is like white. It just tastes like cream cheese. Okay, well, all the sugar. I actually think I might have made it worse by putting more. Because I think I literally am just tasting like the sugar from this because it's not like melting. Okay, so maybe I will warm it up a little to like melt the sugar granules I'm tasting that I think is making it taste horrible. And also maybe it's just because there's just so much thing, right? So I'm gonna put a little cream cheese because I can. Something's gotta give in this recipe. So I'm gonna put a little bit of sour cream and then I'm gonna warm it up again. And then hopefully, like if I put it back in the fridge, it'll firm up a little. Okay, this is how much sour cream. Yeah, let me mix it in. Or maybe I'll try a little salt. And then a little more milk. And then I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Okay, I put it in the freezer for literally like 5 minutes, but our cookies are looking good. I feel like they match up like well enough. So let's do the big one on the bottom. Easy. No, you know what, never mind. I think it's actually like a good like consistency. The cookies are cool. Let me center it. Plating matters. Ta-da! An oatmeal cream cookie without the freaking recipe. Look at the top cookie sliding. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture, then we gotta eat it. This is what it looks like. The icing is very, like, I think it's not as shocking because I tried it beforehand, so I kind of knew. I thought it would. It's a lot of something. I feel like the sugar I used plus the amount of cream cheese, like I should have just used a little amount. Who knew cream cheese was such a strong flavor? Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I eat it on bagels, but it tastes like nothing. But wow. Okay, let's try the actual. You can taste the cumin. You really can. I still am fiercely holding on to the title of professional chef. If you want to challenge me for it in the comments, I dare you. I dare you. Every chef has days where it doesn't go good in the kitchen, and let me just swallow it. So much cumin. This was one of them. Here, I cut you a little piece there. This one? Oh my god, fine. Get my icing in it, my cream in it. Oh my god, that tiny. Okay, fine. Alright. Okay, now tell us your review. How do you feel about it? It could be a lot sweeter. You don't have sugar, so you want to know what I used? The oatmeal. You know how you have oatmeal? I separated the oatmeal and I took the sugar to get it. I'm just gonna be honest. I agree. You know, as I said before in my review, this it just doesn't taste good. 100%. Who knew sugar could be so important? Who knew? But honestly, I think that's because like I just remember like the oatmeal packets, like they were always fairly sweet. So I don't know, maybe I just should have used way more and that could have helped. I mean, or I could have also got sugar, but you know the chef motto, guys, you live and you learn, right? But all that aside, I actually did have fun like making it. So I definitely do want to do this again, like without a recipe thing and just, you know, fly off pure instincts to put something together. Edible or not, you know, I think that's also part of the charm. You know, it's a bit of a mystery in a sense, right? You don't know. You know, maybe actually I think some of you did know how this was gonna taste by the end of it. But I don't know, I was still pretty hopeful. But regardless, thank you guys so much for stopping by. It might not be a fashion, but it is still Friday, so I hope you have a great week/weekend. And I hope to see you guys next Friday, where we are back to, I will say, a bit of our regular scheduled program. We're doing back to fashion for a little bit, but we are listing. But what sort of listing? I'm not gonna say. You're gonna have to show up and find out. Bye.